Well, welcome. Today I want to talk about, is it real or is it an illusion? We hear about that all the time, that life is an illusion. So what does that mean? What are the possibilities of how that could exist? Well, one of the ways that I look at it is think about this. What is your life experience? Your life experience is how you see the world. How you see the world is a result of the perceptions that you formed in your life. So the perceptions that you formed in your life that you're looking at the world through are created in your mind. Are they true? No. Your perception not true. They're a perspective based on past experience, a perspective based on outside influences. And for whatever reason, either consciously or unconsciously, you've chosen to have this view of this aspect of life. And it is through that view, that lens that you're looking through, that you have an experience and you call it real. And it is real to you. It is real to you based on the perspective, the perception through which you look life at. But here's where we make the mistake. We think what is real for us is real for everyone else. And that's just not true. Because everyone else has a different perception. They have a different perspective on life. So as they gaze out into life experience, they're having a completely different reality than you might be, than I am. And that's a hard thing for us to understand because we think that how we see the world is how everyone sees the world, or even how we believe everyone should see the world. Everyone should see the world through my perspective, and then the world will be the best place. Why is it you think that advertisers spend so much money promoting their products? They do so to create a perception within you as to how you see their product, which would create a need, which would get you to buy. I think back about when Michael Jackson was alive and how Pepsi chose Michael Jackson to promote the Pepsi product. They wanted you to make the association that if you drank Pepsi because Michael Jackson promoted Pepsi, that you would have a superstar type life. Pepsi has nothing to do with having a superstar life. That's my perspective. Here's my other perspective. Drinking carbonated sugar water has no impact on our life other than the perception we give it. There's a perception created in the wine industry that if you drink a certain type of wine, oh my God, you're a connoisseur. And that you have a palate that's so delicate to taste. And there have been study after study with people doing blind taste tests, comparing the most expensive wines to some of the most inexpensive wines. And in reality, people can't tell the difference. I've tried to become a wine drinker throughout my years. My father made 200 gallons of wine every year when I was growing up. You ate a Dago Red and a Muscatel, a white. I could never develop a taste for it. I've tried every type of wine you can imagine, and I just can't convince myself that it tastes good. My perception, not truth, not your reality, my reality. Here's the thing that I want you to understand. I'm not talking about the idea that perceptions are bad. No, I'm talking about perceptions or how you see the world. You got to ask, are the perceptions that I'm creating about my worldview, are they serving my higher expansion into a greater expression of life? Because that's all that matters. Are the perceptions you are holding, are they causing you to have a greater expansive experience of life? Because if that's the case, it just juices you. Lori's out there saying, reading Untethered Soul, he makes everything sound so simple. Lori, it is simple. It's just not easy to do. It requires a deep commitment to do what Michael Singer's talking about in the Untethered Soul. I've taken lots of classes with Michael, so I understand what he teaches pretty well. A lot of what he teaches, I practice on a daily basis. The hard thing for me to get people to understand is that without a persistent and consistent daily spiritual practice, your level of awareness will remain constant and you will not be expanding into greater and greater levels. You'll have a more and more difficult time dealing with life situations out there because you're looking at the external as being the predominant factor on what you experience, and that's not true. Your internal awareness is what gets you your outer experience. Husband walks in, wonders what I'm reading. Tell him it's a love novel to make you feel better. Create a perception in him that's whatever, and he'll believe it. Good morning to everybody that is watching or listening. I've not said that, and I want to say that because I'm so appreciative that you are here. Eli says, time for 25 squats. We're going back. Hey, listen to this, gang. Not only can you watch this on YouTube, on Facebook, and rewatch it on YouTube and Facebook, I started a new podcast channel, and I'm putting all my daily thoughts on that, my daily talks, my 8 to 12 minute talks. That channel is called Thoughts That Can Change Your Life with Reverend Lee Wallach. Just started it 2 days ago. Figure I don't want to blend it with my regular podcast, Agape Spiritual Center. I keep that as my Sunday messages, my Sunday talks. But my dailies now, I've got a space in them that's on podcast. So if you like listening more than watching, want to catch it another time, you can get it on the podcast channel. Also, I want to say to you, this Saturday, I have a workshop free. And it's all about discovering how to find your life purpose. It'll give you some great insight. You can sign up for that today at agapespiritualcenter.com. agapespiritualcenter.com. Everything you need to know about me, you can find at agapespiritualcenter.com. Go sign up for that, and you'll get the YouTube link in which you can participate. It's going to be a wonderful day on Saturday. It's about an hour. It's only an hour of your time. Raise my vibration. How do I raise my vibration, Corey? I'm doing what I love. When I'm doing what I love, my vibration is singing. And Eli, just to let you know, I'm doing squats every day, buddy. I'm going to have a firm torso and a tight posterior. And it's going to make it easy for me to get up and down. And that's one of the things as people age, that's the hardest thing for people to get used to, is getting up and down easily because we don't do anything to strengthen our core. Boy, that went off base. What's my perception? My perception is do squats, strengthen your core. You may not agree with that. Oh, I ain't going to do no sissy squats. And for those of you who don't understand, sissy squats just means squats with no weight. Anyone can do them any time of day. Just pull out a chair, squat down to your hips, touch the chair, bring yourself back up. Simple, simple exercise. That's what this daily podcast is about. Simple things that can help you change your life. Thoughts that can change your life. Words that can change your life. Feelings that can change your life. Actions that can change your life. Remember, you're saying, Reverend Lee, this is not spiritual. Let me share something with you. Everything is spiritual, because spiritual simply means a connection to the divine. Well, if you're infinite, an infinite, unique expression of the divine, and you're a part of the divine, then everything you think, do, speak, and have and feel is all part of the divine. So everything is spiritual. So when people come to me and they say, Lee, that person's more spiritual than anyone I've ever met. No, it's not about being more spiritual. It's about they may be a bit more aware of the spiritual nature. That's all they are. That's a little tidbit for today. Remember that. You're all spiritual, fully spiritual. The purpose of life is to become aware of it and to experience it. With that, I say to you, go create a great day and know that I love you just as you are. Until tomorrow, aloha.